welcome to Scrap Stash and Mayhem, another Saturday. Wow, time is just flying by like crazy. So today, I thought I found this here, and I've had it for a long time because I haven't bought Stamperia for years. And I found this, it was unopened. I thought, okay, time to use it. So it's a beautiful, beautiful, I love it. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is going to be my cover. It's a beautiful kit. I don't even know if they make it anymore. I'm not certain, but it is gorgeous. For this project, you don't need to have double-sided paper, but this is what I have. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, love it. It's going to be very pretty. Anyways, there she be. And you'll need one old card. I'm sorry if that's blinding you. And I've cut out some of the things that come in there already. Got that cut out and inked. And I thought I would share this with you because I found this. This here is a stack of business card paper. And somebody gave me a whole bunch of sheets. And at the time, I had no use for business cards. So what I did was I just put them into the machine and printed randomly on it. Oh, this is a scrap piece of paper. That don't go in there. So I just printed randomly on it, full sheets, and then took it apart. And that's what I've got. And that's a nice little thing to use for tags, for little pockets, whatever. So if you have business card paper hanging about and aren't sure what to use it for, there you go. Okay, so what we're going to make is a little booklet, a little tag book, we're going to call it. I'm going to make mine into a pick-me-up book where you put words of encouragement in there. You can put your favorite verses from the Bible, you know, whatever makes you feel good. That's what this is. We're going to call it a feel-good book. There we go, feel-good book. Okay, so I'm going to pick, I don't want anything that has this because it's going to be upside down. This is going to be a little upside down too, but I think that's okay. This one will be okay. I might use her yet. That one's okay. I love that page. So we may do some cutting out yet. I'm just trying to find, no, I might have the two best ones. Okay, you need two 8x8 sheets. And we're going to put this over here for now. So we're going to take and, I think I'm going to use this on the inside. I'm going to use this one on the outside. So we're just going to take and fold it in half, making sure use your bone folder, which I got everything but that out and can't see it, so I'm just going to use the handle of my scissors. And then you're going to unfold it and fold it the opposite way. And just making sure that it's lined up. You're probably gonna have to trim things. That's just the way it is. Okay, so now you've got an easy fold this way. And you might have to condense it a little bit. Or a lot. Okay. There we go. And then we're going to do the same thing with this one. I really like that, but it'll be upside down. We don't want upside down. Well, if you want upside down, you can do that. Just for this particular project, I like to use non-directional. I haven't made one of these for a long time, and this might be exactly why I have an 8x8, because I don't normally deal with 8x8s. And I'm not certain, as I carry on looking for things and trying to tidy up, I don't know, I can't guarantee that I won't find another 8x8. But if you don't have 8x8 sheets, just take some of your paper and cut it into 8-inch squares. Not a big deal. Okay, so I am going to just give this another convincing that that's what it wants to do. Okay, so now you have the start of our little book. And you're going to have, just like we do when we have when we make a little journal or whatever, that's just the way it is. Okay, and so I'm going to use this, my whale tail punch, just because. And I don't believe this is going to go through 4 pieces, so I'm just, or 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah. So I'm going to do this because I think it will go through here. And I'm just eyeballing it. I'm not going to measure or anything. I'm just eyeballing. And with the whale tail, I just take it to the bottom before it goes up the side. There we go. I'll do that again. Second verse, same as the first. Okay. I'll make sure this is where I want it to be. And again, I am just, if they don't line up perfectly, that's okay. Like in the book, that's okay. And you can see where I'm using the whale tail punch up to where this line is here, where it goes straight. I'm just doing it to the bottom of that. That gives a nice divot. Okay. Get rid of that off of here. And I'm just going to ink that before I do too much more. Just because I'm an inker, I like to ink. You don't want to ink, don't ink. No biggie. That's whatever makes you happy. That's all that matters. All right? All right. I have got I bought a whole bunch of these, and I bought a whole bunch of the ones that are on with the handle, and here I am using this. My goodness. Okay, so, boy, for eyeballing it, I didn't do too terrible on that. Okay, so I'm not going to trim anything up just yet. You can see that it's not exactly straight. Let's see, maybe it's this one that's causing issues. All right, well, you can take a knife to it, but that would mean that I would have to find my knife, and I don't want to take that time to find it. So I'm just going to use my scissors and trim off that little bit. Let's see what this does now. And just that little bit there from the next one over. And then we're going to glue them shut. Now, if you really wanted to, you could put your pocket on this side if you wanted to, but I didn't. Didn't actually think of it until now. Okay, so I am just going to take now, and we're just going to glue in here. I took the time yesterday and I cleaned this little nozzle. Look how nice it comes out now. We'll do the same here. just a nice thin line. I want my pockets to be as big as possible. All right, I'll do the same here. And then I'm going to round off my corners just on the book side. There we go. On the open end. That's what I meant to say. And I'm just going to take the very small one. I just want to get rid of that point. Oh, oops. Get back in there. Do what you're supposed to. There we go. There we go. Pretty, pretty. Okay. One more little convincing. Just to make sure it knows where I want it to be. There we go. Looks good. I'm not going to worry that that's not perfect there. I'm just not going to worry about it. Because it's okay. It's okay. You won't even know by the time we're done. So then we want to take our card and we want to make the cover just a little bigger than this. So I'm just going to take and get out of that sparkle. And I am going to mark it. Let's see, where do we want to go? Like right about there, I would say. Okay, so we're just going to go, oops, not there. We're going to go right about here. And then we're going to go right about here. There we go. And then I'll get my handy dandy paper cutter. I had to get a different paper cutter because the other one was like, I don't know how many years old, 20 plus, probably as old as this one, but I never used this one. I always had my other one. And this doesn't come up this way, it comes this way. Who did that? So I know I'm probably out of sight here, but I'm just cutting it to where I marked my lines. I'm going to put this back down here where it's going to take me a while to get used to that. I know it. Okay, so I'm going to line up my line. I haven't got the right cutter in here. That's why I never used this one, because my cutter was missing on it. Okay, so I'm just going to, but it works. There we go. All right, so get rid of that. Permission granted. Okay, so I said I was going to use this. I want to use this as my outside cover on one side because it won't wrap around because we're making it larger, right? So I'm just going to, oh, I can see I see what's going to happen here. No, it should be okay. All right, so what do we need this to be? This is going to be 4.5, we'll say, by 4. A wee bit. So let's go. That's my 4.5 this way. So I need this to be 4.5. So 4 And a half. I want that dream in there. Let's turn it. I want this way, so I want it this way. Turn it upside down, so. Right? Yes, okay, so 4.5. I don't know, have you guys ever tried getting warranty on Fiskars? I haven't, but I'm going to try because it's a lifetime. You did it wrong. What a doughhead. Anyways, this would be beautiful too. Okay, so 4 and then I said, let's see, this is my, boy, oh boy, I'm telling you. Okay, we're going to do it this way. I'm getting it wrong. It's not wrong, it's just not what I wanted, but that's okay. That's okay. This will be beautiful too. Okay, so I'm just going to line up my line here to my little notch. I know I'm off camera, but I can't cut it the other way. There we go. Okay, so now I am going to just take and trim it this way. So I know. So I'm lining up my edge here, like that, and we're just gonna go zippity-doo-dah. And well, here I can do this one up here. Make sure that I'm straight there. And then I just take and line my blade up to make sure that I'm good. Make sure I'm straight here. Looks like I'm straight. Looks like it's just a tad off here somewhere. But we're just going to let it do its thing. Right? We're just going to let it do its thing. Okay. So now I need another piece just like that. And we're going to just do you just like that. And we're going to get this thing out of my way, right? Right. Okay. Now we're just going to go like this. And we're just going to go like that. And I wanted to not piece it. So we're going to try it. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Okay, so we're going to go back over here, and I'm just going to take my cutter right there, line my little notch up to my line, make sure that it's right. There we go. I'm just going to, hopefully that's enough, or that trim it a little bit. I'm okay with that. And then we're going to, oh, I see I'm over it anyways. Okay, that's good. That's good. Just good, good. Okay, so now line this up. I'm lining the notch of the cutter here to my line. That's what I'm doing. Because I don't have that. Well, I don't have the one that has, the new ones that have the wire. That's supposed to make it easy on you, but I don't have that. Okay, so this is going to be the outside, and because I'm not using an 8x8 piece of paper double-sided, I have to do 2. So let's get this glued in place first, and then we can play with our other. So I am going to just do like so. And we'll get this glue in there because I trust it better than the other stuff, and I want this to stay in place. I may take and, I was going to say I may take and sew around this, but You may not see a lot of mayhem over on this side of the desk, but boy, oh boy, you look on that other side, it is mayhem. I'm working on a journal picture, a photo, kind of, well, it's a combination of a photo album and a journal for somebody. So that's what's all sitting over there. There we go. Alrighty. And then this one here, we're just going to put it like so. Are we the right size? Yes, we are. Sometimes I can measure, sometimes not so much. These are a really nice, quick gift if you need for somebody, especially now with Christmas around the corner. Is a great thinking of you gift. A little something for a teacher. That'd be nice to do this too once it's done. You don't really know what I'm doing because I don't have a prototype. I just went full into it. And we are going to put a little bit of material or something, just wrap it around there or something. I don't know. Maybe just some washi tape. That would work too. Yeah, that would work. Well, heaven knows I got lots of washi tape. Okay, so I see I need a little trim. A trim. Because once again, Sophie's measuring is terrible. That's why I don't measure. I never get it right anyways. Oh, this would make a very pretty birthday gift. Okay, so now I'm just going to take, I might leave this as is, because I think that'll look cool. And we're going to put pockets in here. So I'm thinking that I might just see what we can get out of this. Nothing is the right size because, well, it's just not, because that's what we did. But if I can take and just leave that little bit, because like I said, oh, I'm gonna trim that too. Ay. So measure twice, cut once, right? Isn't that the rule? Isn't that the rule of thumb? Okay, there we go. That's better. I have puppies in here sleeping with me. As they're, well, I think now they might leave me because I have got the puppies in here with me. Just one moment. Okay, I'm back. All right, so we got this now. I just want to put, I think we're going to do this way. Oh, look at that. It fits in there. Just a trim. Oh, okay, that's cool. Not sure how that worked, but I'm glad that it did. Oh. And the noise you're hearing is my husband's going to make me breakfast. Today is Craft and Chat Day, so. And for those of you who don't know it, there's some of us that get together and we have a lovely time crafting, lots of giggles, lots of talking. We have a lot of fun. As soon as puppy decides to leave here, I'll close the door so you don't hear all the background noise. Okay, I'm just going to put that in here like so. There's puppy gone. Okay. Okay, and then let's see. What do we have here? Does this fit in here by any means? No. But if we did, I see what I did there. So if we did this, that will work. And then I will just, oh, wait. If I did this, well, let's do it that way. Let's do it that way. There we go. If I had used double-sided paper, I wouldn't have so much mussing to do. But I didn't, and I do. And besides, I wanted my card to be a little more sturdy. I'm just going to close the door. There we go. There we go. That'll be better. Okay. So I'm going to glue this in place here, like so, and then I am going to just take and cut one of these and put it right across the top. Oh, I wish I wouldn't have cut off. It said art is a lie that tells the truth. I love that. Okay. Oh, no, let's do this. Oh my goodness. Unplanned. We're going to make that into a pocket. Why not? Why not? Okay. And we're going to put the lace out towards the end there. And we're going to cut it right there and just make a little pocket. Okay, I am over here, and we're just going to do like so. There we go. And I'm going to do this, and I want to just trim this first. Okay, we're going to do this. And we want to cut a little divot in there, do you think? Should probably do that, hey? Okay, I want it a little ways away from the... There we go, okay. And I'm just going to take and... Oh, that's pretty too. All right, let's just cut it on this line right here. See how that looks. Doesn't have to be the full size of the page. No, I don't mind that. Okay, I'm just going to take and use my littlest one here. And let's just make a little divot in there so everybody knows that it's a pocket. And I'm just going to do just ever so slight, and I'm winging it. I'm not measuring. I'm just eyeballing. There, just a little bit. And we'll ink it. And I think I can get rid of my cutter too. Okay, there we go. And while I brought the ink out, I'm just going to ink things up. I've already inked that, so it's okay. I'm going to do the corners a little bit because I'm going to round them off. And if I give a little extra on there, then you won't see it when I... Okay. So let's get this pocket in place. I'm just going to do a little tiny little thing here. Oops. Just shaky hands. Oop. Okay, and somewhere here, like right here, I had these little pieces of scrap paper that I had dyed. And let's see, oops. I'm not going to worry about the inside here. I just want to do a little something on the outside, like so. But maybe if we take and measure it, cut it where we want, get rid of this thing. Okay. And then I'm just going to take and tear this a little bit. And it's not going to tear easily because it's cardstock. But I think being a torn edge would match this book very nicely, I believe. Ink it a little bit because, wow, come on, gotta ink it. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty. I like that. Okay. Originally I was going to use a little piece of material to do that, but this works just fine. And it gets another piece of scrap paper off my desk. That is what it's all about. Okay, so I think we're done with the glue for now. So I'm just going to put this back on here. And then I will grab our pages that we made. Now, in doing this, where did them go? They're glued together. There we go. Okay, so there we go. In doing this, like so, you could, if you wanted to, put some pages in between there. Now I see this is now once again sticking over. Do we care? Do we care if it sticks over a little bit? I'm not certain I do. But maybe I do. Okay. Okay. You talked me into it. Take a sliver off of it. This means I'll have to trim my, oh, look, it's straight as a whistle. Boy, oh boy. Like cutting hair. Did you get the bangs straight? No, gotta trim it just a little bit more. No, just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, that looks a little better. Except for right here. There we go. We're just going to take and do this like so. And then we're just going to do this like so. And I know I can hear you. Well, now you're cutting off all the stuff you ate. Yeah, I am. Okay, let's get this again. If this doesn't fit in there, I'm okay with it. A little bit hangs over the edge. I'm okay with it. But this is too where you could take and decorate it more. You could put lace on the edges. I'm not going to do that, but you could. Okay, scraps out. Get. That's what the vacuum cleaner is for. Okay. That's pretty, eh? And I think this one goes, I think that's why I was having some troubles, because that goes inside there like so. There we go. And perfect. Okay. So I'm going to just take, because I didn't do these ones, and I might not be able to, oh, there we go. Once you put cardstock on there, on a card, then it gets very, it's solid. It is solid. Okay, so now let's bind it. So I have my awl, and I have my needle already threaded. I'm going to use this little gold. And, oh, did I finish talking about what I was talking about? At this point, you could make a little notebook in here. You could put a few pages in there if you wanted. I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it as this, I think, because I don't have any pages out yet. And I don't know if I have any pages in my scrap thing here. That would be worthy. Oh, no, I have this one. Let's see, what else do I have? Do I have another one? I don't think so. Okay, so, oh, what's that? No. I've been using these scraps up. I still have obviously lots of scraps to use, but not in there. This one. No. Okay, so no paper scraps. This would go really pretty in there, though. Maybe. Should we put one in between there? Why not? No, ditch it. Go back to original plan. Okay. You could. I'm not going to, because I only have one page, and that'll look silly to have just one page, I think. Okay, so I'm just going to mark my hole through here, and like so. And then I'm going to do 2 holes here. There we go. Just little ones, okay? Let's see how that works. So I want my hole, my string tied off in the inside, so I am going to do this, and then through here, hold on. And then I am going to come up. I want my little stitch to be on the outside. And this underneath. Okay. So I am going to go this, and then I'm going to come back through here. Okay. And then I'm just going to hook it around here, around this string, like so. There we go. That locks it in place there. I want to tie, make sure that this is tight. I'm going to hold that tight, and I'm going to come back through here. Careful not to go through my thread. There we go. Sure. There we go. There we go. Nice and snug as a bug in a rug. Come up underneath here. Here. I know I got way more here than what I needed, but that's okay. Because sometimes I change my mind as to what I want to do, and I need the thread to make sure that I have enough. And everything is the right way. Okay. Backwards and right way. There we go. Okay, so I think I am going to tie a bow in here because I think it just needs a bow. It needs a little bow, I think. Or a big bow. And I'm just going to, so the bow doesn't come undone, I'm going to double tie it. I didn't put the timer on or anything, so I don't even know what. How long? Oops, what do I got going on here? Something's not right. Something's not right. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, first bow. There we go. Get this out of the way. Not that. We're just going to, there we go. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to do it like that. And now you'll have to give it some coaxing, some convincing once again, because now it's thick. And you just want to tell it where you want it to be. So now what you have is a little book that is adorable. Oops, that's part of my Christmas avalanche going on there. And I have these bulb pins. I need a gold one because I use gold thread. And somewhere in here, I have the cutest little charms. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at there. Little dragonfly. Silver, but that's okay. And I'm just going to take this. I'm not even going to put anything on the cover of this because I think the cover itself is quite nice. There we go. And that is why I hooked that little, wrote on backwards. How do you do that? So how do you do that? Anyways, now this is ready for you to put pockets in. Let's get this over this way. Get your pockets, make your tags. I don't have any tags made, and I think you might know how to make tags. I do have, oh, come on. It does not want to go into my little thread. Can you believe that? Okay. Anyways, I do have a plan for starting next week. And there we go. What was I going to say? I have a plan starting next week, and it is going to involve our bubble wraps. We're going to make some, I don't want to give it away what we're going to do, but if you've got packing bubble, oh my goodness, I'm having trouble here trying to show you. Anyways, pockets there. Stuff something in the pockets. Make some pretty pockets on the on here. You can stuff things in here as well. Let's see what we got here. We did our little pocket here. So let's put some pretty stuff in there. There we go. That works better for me. Like so. And we have a few pages we can decorate. I'm not going to do that today. This is what I really wanted to get done today. But anyways, it's a quick gift idea. Anyways, back to next week. Next week we are going to do a fun little item, I think. And it's going to be Christmas themed. And it's going to be using, obviously, like I said, the bubble wrap envelopes, the packing. We're going to make some new, different style of envelopes. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm pretty sure it's going to be. And so that is it for today. There is our make. A cute little tag booklet. Make it inspirational, whatever you want to do. Have yourselves an awesome day, and thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.